If you have a teen driver or know a teen driver, and I have one, please pay close attention, because I believe what you're going to learn in this next segment could save someone's life. My first guest this morning is Dave Thompson, and he is the founder and president of New Car Driver Control. And you are my hero, because this is not only a fantastic program for teen drivers and their parents, because I went through it with my son, but you have now come up with this program that is tremendously fun for teens to help them stay safe on the road. And it's called Toyota Car Control Challenge. And it's fantastic. But first, I just want to get some background on you and how you got this program started.
Well, we basically decided about 15 years ago, after a lot of examination, that the teenage crash rate was not declining as fast as the adult crash rate, and teenage fatalities were not declining at the same rate as adult crash rates, and we started to figure out why. And our basic thesis is that driver's education, while it provides a lot of good education and important things for kids, it doesn't go far enough, and so we created this thing called the New Driver Car Control Clinics, which we say are teaching young people and their parents what to do in the 3 seconds just before their car hits something. That last 3 seconds in which you perform an athletic event, and you perform it well or you don't.
That's right.
And you crash. And we discovered in doing this that this is something that was completely foreign to most of these young drivers. No one had ever exposed them to the kinds of things that happen under pressure. So we put them in their cars, take them out onto what we call a training range with a set of cone patterns, and we start to teach them how to use their eyes, how to use their hands, their feet, how to put it all together in a crash avoidance maneuver and heavy braking. And they get better and they crash less. And after doing that for a few years, we then became further aware of a fact that most of the motivations that we provide young drivers are negative. We say, here's a piece of plastic, you may go now 75 miles an hour on some interstate highway in the rain after dark on a Friday night in rush hour. But if you use it badly, you'll get tickets, and then you'll get points on your license, and then you'll get surcharges on your insurance, and if you get enough points, we'll suspend your license, and if they do that, we'll take your keys and the car away.
That's right. That's
all negative.
Right.
So the Toyota Car Control Challenge is based on the idea that we should celebrate good drivers.
That's right.
And that's what we're doing, and we're running a contest. It's combined with a combination of an attitude essay, a knowledge test, and the best of those two will be selected to get skill tested, and the grand champion winner in September will win a $10,000 college fund in cash and a brand new Toyota Matrix.
And let's not mistake this. This is not just any old contest, because I want to make sure people understand this is a contest where you win a car at the end, and this is not just one car. This is a car per person for different regions, and
the grand prize is one car.
Okay, one car.
Yes.
But and a $10,000 scholarship.
Yes, and then there are cash prizes for the other winners.
Okay, for the other winners. Thank you. But this is Toyota sponsoring this, and they thought it was really important to do this because why?
Well, the Toyota dealers of Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky are the Toyota portion of the funding of all this, and they just looked at it as a good way to raise public awareness of the need for developing safe drivers. And so it's aimed at adults as much as it is aimed at kids, but the real contestants are 16 to 19-year-old drivers. They just want to give back to the community. There's nobody who doesn't recognize the name Toyota, so they're not doing it to raise name awareness. They have a lot of that. And it isn't selling cars. And by the way, in this contest, there are no purchases required, no cash entry fees or anything like that. It's free and open to everyone 16 to 19. Plus, we have a prize for a grand champion mom and a grand champion dad.
And that's cash too.
And that's cash too.
We like cash. And you just go to ToyotaCarControlChallenge.com and you can register, or you can take the skills test, the attitude test, and the knowledge test in order to qualify
for the skills test.
I want to talk a little bit more about your original idea and this car control clinic too.
Yes.
Because this, I think, is a life-saving idea, and I think that every parent, and parents have to take it with their teens.
That's correct.
And that every parent of a teen driver needs to do this with their child. The cost is not that much to me. I think and plus you get a discount with most insurances if you take this course. And you can sign up, and it's local. I mean, you have different locations around town.
Yes, we do about 25 to 30 weekends a year in the Cincinnati area.
Mm-hmm. And you can go to carcontrol.com/Cincinnati to find out the locations. And I learned so much as my son did going through this.
Good.
And you're right. It's from back when we were, I was taking driver's ed. We used to have like the simulator. That seem to teach a lot more than they do in the driver's ed classes. But this is defensive driving, and it's excellent. And my son has told me many times how much he's used what he learned in this car control clinic.
That's great to hear.
And I just want to make sure that parents know that I think it should be required for teens. But I just think this is a great